Welcome back, everyone. Today is April 24th, 2020. I'm Jerry Hall, and here are my thoughts from Costa Rica. First thing that comes to mind when I see green in the markets, I think in Spanish, me gusta. I like it. Quick peek at gold. Gold's kind of getting a little love. Nothing wrong with that. This, I'll be honest, looking at the market prices is more of a habit. Truth be told, in these uncertain terms, this stuff could get liquidated in a heartbeat. You know, I take a quick, let's do this. I don't do this every day. But if you take a look at where the traditional markets closed last night, the truth is all of this is actual insanity. The valuations of these actual entities that are represented here, except for gold and except for oil, are completely ludicrous. Expect major drops. This is excellent for traders, horrible for people putting their money into the market right now. I wanted to draw your attention to a series that Cryptopolis and I did several months back. We hosted it on Coil. It's called Beyond Moon. It was meant to create thought-provoking, process-generating ideas and concepts for folks to apply to the end game. The end game is, how are you going to utilize, maintain, and grow the wealth from your crypto investments? We cover a lot of topics. There's an interview from a wealth planner. There's an interview from a tax person who many of you know, Clinton Donnelly, a wonderful guy, as well as 4 episodes of Cryptopolis and I going over things from preparation, creating goals, working backwards, me sharing my personal exit strategy, which is actually quite detailed. And then number 4, we did a whole episode just on trying to understand value, right? I say that and bring that up because we hosted it on Coil. And the purpose of that was we wanted to support a business whose business is being built on the XRP ledger. I'm a huge fan of Coil, what it stands for. However, to get 43 followers on Coil and have 5 or 6 people watch the content kind of defeated the purpose of the whole reason we created the series in the first place. We created the series to get it in front of you, the community, not just to present our ideas, although we did that in great detail, was to elicit engagement, response, interaction with the community. So I have since also now am posting all of the Beyond Moon series on my personal Jerry Hall YouTube channel. Now it's still available on Coil, and for people that find it through Coil, that's wonderful if they do. Supporting the community in which that I'm a part of is the kind of person I want to be. I say that because in drastic contrast, did that even make sense? In vast contrast, how is that? We have Mr. ToneVays, who likes to spew venom and negativity. And although that is absolutely his prerogative and he's allowed to do that, I don't want to be that kind of person. And I bring this up specifically, this particular tweet from ToneVays, not to talk about the Ripple lawsuit or discuss XRP or Brad Garlinghouse, but to illustrate that there are negative people out there. We have to accept that. And instead of blocking him or not wanting to see his negativity, I can accept it. And then I make a choice. And the choice that I make is to not dive into the details and the nitty gritty of the ToneVays and the other people that are negative on this or negative on that, but to focus my attention and energy on people who are positive. Case in point, Mr. Jungle Inc. Absolutely crushed a grand slam, probably his best video he's ever done. XRP retirement plan number 1, triple net commercial property. Now, the point of this isn't to say that this is the end all be all investment and this is what he's going to do with his capital appreciation from his XRP investment. What he does is he goes into great detail researching one possible place where capital from his investment will be deployed for the purpose of generating a passive income. He really goes into great detail to walk you through the process in which he is analyzing this particular avenue. It's a thought process combined with research and math. I thought it was brilliant. I really did. My hat's off. Jungle, you knocked it out of the park. In the past, YouTubers have come up and they've said, hey, how important it is to create an exit strategy. Some have even have disclosed that they have selling points that at this amount of money, if XRP hits this dollar range, I'm going to sell. If XRP hits this dollar range, I'm going to sell some more. And that's wonderful too. That really is wonderful. Don't get me wrong. But when somebody is walking you through an A to Z process like Jungle did here with this triple net commercial property video, it is incredible. Now, is it a standalone piece? No. If you were to do something just like Jungle here did here today, I'd say take that idea, right? This expression of a trade or investment that you see, and share it with some of the people that you trust their opinion in the world of investing. For instance, if I have a real estate guy, I've walked down this particular path before. If Jungle would have called me and said, hey, Jerry, this is what I'm looking at, I'd say, man, this is a really well put together plan. Good job, good research. I love the thesis. I really do. And I love the process that you use to put it together. The one element I would add on top of this is a macroeconomic look at it. Macro being, let's take a look at these industries that are involved. Dollar Tree. Do these businesses, are they on a growth trajectory going up? Or are they on a growth trajectory going down? Is Kentucky Fried Chicken going to get stronger over the next 15 years, or is it going to get weaker and die off? I'd apply that same logic to the banks. Banks traditionally have been some of the strongest triple net clients in the real estate game. That paper was sought out by everybody in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. Probably even for the most part, most of the 2000s. But the truth of the matter is that industry is getting shaken up, and it's getting shaken up by the very industry that we've invested in, digital assets. And whether it be the digital asset itself or the underlying distributed ledger technology, cloud-based web services, etc., brick and mortar banks are going to shrink. It's not a growth industry. It's a matter of fact, it's a diminishing industry. Brick and mortar banks are not on the incline, they're on the decline. But that's the reason why I bring that up isn't to knock Jungle. This is not I'm actually celebrating Jungle. What I'm saying is none of us are going to be able to do this alone. I've got a circle of friends. Actually, Jungle is one of them that I can call on the phone. Matter of fact, I did call him 2 nights ago. I have a circle of friends that I can call and talk to about ideas and thoughts and processes that I'm going through. I want to encourage you to develop those relationships. If you don't have them yet, for instance, case in point, I was very impressed with the mannerism, the experience, and the technique in which he communicated when I found Cryptopolis streaming with Brad Kimes. So much so that I reached out to Cryptopolis. It started with an interview for my one-on-one with Jerry Hall show, hosted exclusively on the chain. And after that interview, asked him if he'd be willing to continue a dialogue with me. And over a period of time, developed a respect for each other. And it's through that process that I can now count on Cryptopolis as he's my accountability partner. It was a relationship built over a period of time. You can do it too. If there's a Twitter person or a YouTube person that you would really like to learn from, maybe even be able to contribute to, reach out to that person. Don't be scared. Reach out and say, hey, I'm looking to get more involved in understanding research, gaining more information, widening my field of vision, putting more tools in my toolbox. We're all in this together, folks. Enjoy the ride. There's going to be many ups and downs, many more bumps in the road to come. We utilize this time when the market's down to do the research, do the work, fill the brain with information, build relationships within the community. We will make it through. That's enough for me. I've spoken enough. Till next time, everybody. Pura vida.